Imagine a hotel where the moment you step into the lobby, you are welcomed not just with flowers, but with a 24-karat gold-plated iPad. This iPad isn't just for show, it is your personal remote control to manage every single feature in your suite. A hotel where a single night stay ranges from $50,000 to $100,000. You might think that charging that much money makes this hotel an ocean of profit. You might assume it's an unstoppable cash machine. The reality is entirely different. Behind Dubai's shimmering walls and gold iPads lies a financial bloodbath that makes even the biggest investors sweat. In Dubai, there are two types of hotels. First, those generating over $500 million in annual revenue, and second, those that look identical, hand out the exact same gold-plated iPads, but lose tens of millions of dollars every single month. The difference between them isn't luxury, it is the hidden mathematics that 99% of people never see. Today on Real Mr. Capital, we are going to dismantle the profit engine behind Dubai's 7-star palaces. We will walk the mysterious paths that turn one investor into a billionaire while driving another to bankruptcy. This is the world's most glamorous, yet most dangerous, business model. Welcome to the real economics of Dubai's hotel empire. Why is building a hotel in Dubai harder than almost anywhere else in the world? Because here, your biggest enemy isn't the competition, it's nature and physics. When you decide to build a hotel in Dubai, you are up against scorching 50 degrees Celsius heat and coastal salt air that erodes concrete and metal alive. These hotels require extreme weather engineering. The glass used here must block intense heat while allowing natural light through. A single custom glass panel can cost up to 5 times more than standard commercial glass. The building structure itself must be engineered to expand in extreme temperatures without cracking. These are unseen expenses that weigh heavily on an investor's pocket. But the real game begins with location. Buying a plot of land on Palm Jumeirah is the most expensive gamble in the world. Here, the return on investment (ROI) calculation doesn't follow normal real estate rules. If you build a hotel in London or New York, you might expect to break even in 10 to 12 years. In Dubai, investors take a 20-year risk. Because here, a hotel doesn't just sell rooms, it sells scarcity. A direct view of the Burj Khalifa or a private beach on the Palm, these are the prime assets upon which the entire business model stands. But there is another major force at play, the chic factor. The Dubai government has deliberately engineered the city into the world's luxury hub. Sometimes, these hotels aren't built purely for immediate profit, but for city branding. They are classified as trophy assets, properties that represent the pinnacle of wealth on the outside, but whose balance sheet is a beautiful nightmare. These hotels often absorb losses just to sustain the city's global image. Now let's step into what the average viewer never sees. There is an old industry insider secret. 75% of a 5-star rating has nothing to do with the building. People marvel at the marble floors and gold iPads, but for a hotel owner, the real money pit lies in the operating expenses, OPEX. In Dubai, a 5-star rating demands unmatched perfection. A standard luxury hotel operates on a guest-to-staff ratio of 1 to 3, or sometimes even 1 to 5. That means if there are 100 guests in the hotel, 300 to 500 staff members are on call at all times, housing thousands of employees, providing their food, managing transportation, visas, and continuous world-class training. These expenses hit the balance sheet long before the hotel doors even open. These staff members are housed in dedicated staff villages outside the main city center, which are essentially miniature towns. This payroll eats up the largest chunk of hotel revenue. Then comes maintenance. Dubai's extreme climate means means monthly air conditioning bills run in the millions. If a guest complains that their room temperature is 1 degree off, they won't return. And in Dubai, a single negative review can cost millions in lost revenue. Maintenance here isn't just fixing, it's total replacement. If a curtain looks slightly worn, replace it. If a carpet shows a small stain, replace the entire floor. These are the silent killers that erode hotel profits from the inside out. Continuous renovations are always underway just to ensure the hotel perpetually feels brand new. So the question is, if expenses are this astronomical, how do these hotels create billionaires? The real profit doesn't come from rooms. Rooms are merely an excuse to get guests through the door. The true profit machine is F&B, food and beverage. Dubai's luxury hotels are international hubs for premier Michelin star restaurants. A guest might pay $500 for a room, but spend $2,000 on a single dinner, drinks, and spa treatment. The profit margins on fine dining and bars are vastly higher than on room rates. The second major jackpot is destination weddings and corporate galas. When a billionaire from India or Europe hosts a wedding in Dubai, they book out the entire hotel. A 3-day event can generate more revenue for the hotel than 6 months of standard occupancy. Everything at these events is premium, and the hotel applies its own luxury tax on every service provided. Yet, there is a looming threat, the ghost of seasonality. In June, July, and August, when Dubai swelters at 50 degrees, tourist traffic drops significantly. How do these hotels survive those 3 months? They play a high-stakes game of occupancy versus ADR, average daily rate. They slash room rates dramatically so locals book staycations. These months are often loss-making, but the goal is simply to cover staff salaries and basic facility maintenance. True profit is generated almost entirely during the 6 winter months. If winter brings unusual rain or a global event, like a pandemic, occurs, an entire year's unit economics can collapse. Now let's look at the secret sauce that sets Dubai apart from the rest of the world, the role of the government. Dubai has no personal income tax, and corporate tax regulations are structured to be exceptionally investor-friendly. The government has created an integrated ecosystem where the airline, Emirates, the airport, and the hotels operate as a single coordinated unit. When an Emirates flight lands, passenger data flows directly to partner hotels. The data play is one of the most powerful tools in the business. These hotels track your digital footprint closely. They know what flowers you prefer in your suite, your favorite drink, and the exact date of your last visit. This hyper-dash personalization is what turns a standard stay into a legendary experience. And the biggest strategic factor of all, the asset-light model. Major global brands, like Marriott or Hilton, often don't own the physical real estate. They simply manage the operations. The financial risk belongs to the investor, while the profit stays secure for the brand. The investor provides the land and building, while the brand lends its service standard and name. It is a masterclass in financial engineering that keeps the investor on the hook while keeping the brand safe. The investor only sees profit when occupancy exceeds 80%, but the brand collects its management fee starting from day one. In the end, success comes down to a single variable: efficiency. The hotel that runs its operations like a Swiss watch, where waste is zero, staff productivity is at its peak, and data is leveraged correctly, is the one that builds real wealth. An owner who gets blinded by the golden glamour while neglecting back-end operations quickly ends up with the most expensive financial disaster in the world. Luxury may look like an art, but in reality, it is a precise combination of mathematics, logistics, and psychology. Dubai's hotels are not just symbols of extreme wealth, they are the ultimate expression of human engineering and financial strategy. So, if you had $1 billion today, would you take the risk of opening a luxury hotel in Dubai? Or do you see this business as a beautiful trap? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep financial breakdown, hit the like button, subscribe to Real Mr. Capital, and tap the bell icon. We will continue uncovering the hidden truth behind the world's biggest businesses. See you in the next video.